Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, My Hero Academia episode 14. And yes, I decided to watch this side by side because, I don't want to get rushed in the week. So, now that I have enough time, I will watch this together. Of course, the editing process is another monster on itself. So, anyway, enough about that. Last episode we saw how the class 1A choose their hero names. And why is that? Because they are going to get internships with several other heroes. Some of them ask for students in this class, but the others will have to choose from a list that works with the school. Of course, the ones who got more requests were Todoroki and Bakugo, in that order. And it was funny the reason, because Bakugo at the end of the tournament was behaving like a madman, as I said, Hannibal Lecter-like. So you kind of assume why Todoroki got more requests than Bakugo, even if Bakugo ended up in the first place. But we also saw this change of pace in which we passed from a funny moment, from a laughter, from all these happy feelings, to the sad moment, to this going back to reality that was, Ida's side of the story. And again, I saw that he was full of anger, full of sadness, but this is just clouding his judgment, because from what I can see from the episode, from last episode, he wants revenge, which is not something very helpful in this moment, because I think if he wants revenge, I don't know, he's not going to survive. Because if this guy just can kill professional heroes, can you imagine what he will do against a student? But I spoke about that enough in the last video, so let's cut this and watch the episode, shall we? Oh, the new opening. Okay, yes, people asked me to react to this. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. What? Are they fighting? I know. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm liking the openings more and more. I have to say that. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that later on. Oh, yes, I saw the brother in the reflection. Oh. Oh. And this guy. Oh, he's using his fire side! What? Wait, what was Midorya just... Oh, the villains! Okay. Oh, okay. The different environments. Plus Ultra. Okay. I'm gonna watch it again, but later on. Let's just watch the episode. Oh, it's just ketchup. Okay. Yes. What? Oh, he's checking the... Oh, the voice change. Oh, yes. I love the change. Okay. What is the deal with this guy? Holy! What? He's a lot faster than... Oh! 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 I did not expect this.
Midorya コスチュームの修正にあたり、弊社の独断で材質やデザインに少々の変更を加えましたが、ご了承ください。だってこっちの方が絶対かっこいいし。
Yeah, the last one is kind of
サポート界は発明さんみたいな人ばかりなのかな。何はともあれ、母性スーツベータ、初陣だ。
Oh. Okay, I like this one a lot better. Holy! I am... Oh! He's way too fast! Oh! Not yes! Oh! Oh, man! Yes! Oh! Yes! Again, he's analyzing the situation. I love it. Oh, yes! Yes, that is his speciality. Oh, he's too fast. Oh. Oh. Yes, he is with them. Just kill my yeah, sure. So he's hating Midorya. Oh. Oh. Ho, ho, ho.
破壊衝動のみの死柄木弔にさらなる成長を促すため招いた男。
Oh, this is even dangerous for them.
止めなくていいのですか？これでいい。答えを教えるだけじゃ意味がない。至らぬ点を自身に考えさせる。成長を促す。教育とはそういうものだ。
Oh. Office. Oh, oh, ah, got it. Oh, fourth hero. Good little kids. Yes. Yes, he is very talented. Ah, yeah, his pride. Yeah, that's the understanding of the century. What? Oh! Yes! What is his quirk exactly? Ah.
1週間という短い期間で君の体にそれらを縫い付け
Oh.
事件発生時には警察から応援要請が来る。地区ごとに一括で来るんだよ。逮捕協力や人命救助等の貢献度を申告。そして専門機関の調査を経てお給料が振り込まれる。
That is not the voice I imagine. Yes! That is not the voice I imagine for him.
ヒーローには副業が
待っていたぞ、ショート。
What?
波動を進む気になったか。
あんたが使
Oh, yes.
う気はね俺は俺の道を
Good for you.
まあいい。お前も準備しろ。出かけるぞ。
どこへ
ヒーローというものを見せてやる。
This guy. And we're back, yes. Seriously?
寝てんだよな。となると2段目から
Oh, but that is...
でもとっさにやらないとまた骨折する恐れ
Yeah, that is hard for him.
いつもみたいにイメージ喚起してたら間に合わないか。よし、もう一回。腕を強化して。
Oh, but he's not doing quick enough, yeah.
切り替えをもっと早く。
Oh, no, not fast enough.
もっと早く。何
Okay.
ひたすら実践訓練よ。
Oh! Oh! Yeah! Putting the crap out of All Might's physical training.
安価な扱いはできなかった。亡き盟友に託された男だったからな。
Oh. So yeah, the predecessor died.
浮かない顔してるな。今はとりあえず熱々体を食って。
What? What?
嘘。ちゃんと解凍モードでチンしたんですけど。
バカお前。突っ込んだな。無理に入れると中で
Oh yes, they didn't turn.
熱くならんのだ。チンしたことないのか。
ああ、うちの回転しないタイプだった。
Really?
ごめんなさい。
He had an epiphany.
ああ、わかった。グラントリノさん。これがこのたい焼きが僕
What?
です。
違うぞ。大丈夫。
あ、いや、違くて、わかったんです。僕は今までワン・フォー・オールを使うってことに固執してた。必要な時に、必要な箇所にス
Yes.
イッチを切り替えて。でもそれだと2手目3手目で反応に遅れが出てくる。
Okay.
なら、初めからスイッチをすべて
Oh yes! Oh!
一部にしか伝わらなかった熱が。
That's why he looked like that in the beginning of the second season.
たどり着くまでずいぶん早かったな。
Oh!
全身
Yes!
身体許容上
He has to switch it just once. Oh!
電子レンジのたい焼きってえらい地味だがいいの
I don't think he cared about that.
そこはオールマイトのお墨
He's struggling to keep that.
その状態で動けるか。
わかりません。
試してみるか。
Yes, go please.
お願いします。
Oh, yeah. Ah, come on. Again with the cliffhangers. I was so used to not having cliffhangers. Yeah. I'm gonna stop it right there. Wait a minute. Oh. Give me a moment. Kind of a... Oh! Oh! And the horse! Oh, man! This is so cool! Oh, like an RPG! Oh! This is so cool! Oh, mine in the background! Yes, the fireside! Okay, yes! I'm gonna stop it right there. I love that ending! I was not expecting that! I really wasn't expecting that. Okay, I love this episode even more than, well, what I loved at the beginning. But yes, I'm gonna watch it again, and we'll be back with my comments. See you in a bit. Hello, and I'm back. I just watched a second time the 14th episode of the series. Of the second season, of course. I watched several times only the opening. I really watched it like, I don't know, 10 times only the opening. Only those few minutes of the opening. And that's the first thing I'm going to speak about. In the opening we saw, of course, I love the song. It's a very catchy song. Even I read a little bit of the lyrics. It is quite... it reflects into Midoriya's mind, I think. And not just Midoriya's mind. Several other people's mind. But I pay more attention to the visual, which is good because I will have to mute my reaction, or at least the song, during my reaction of the title for copyright reasons. Again, going back to the title, I saw several scenes in which everything seems to be related to Ida. So my assumption with the title, with the opening, is that Ida is going to play a major role in the second half of the second season. Because yes, we saw, of course, more people getting a spotlight. In this case, Todoroki, I saw him several times. He activated his fire side in one of the scenes. I saw, of course, Midorya, and he was jumping from side to side during the opening in a building in an alley. And of course, I saw Tenya, and in the reflection of his glasses was what I assume is his brother in a better condition. And so yes, at the beginning I didn't know exactly why was Midoriya doing that or how he was doing, but luckily it's kind of a spoiler, but it was resolved in the first episode of this new title, let's say in the second half of the second season. Yes, we also saw another three other people that I assume are going to be important for this saga. I saw Bakugo, which always is important because he's kind of the antagonist for Midoriya. I saw Uraraka, which is again important because she's a friend of Midoriya, and I think they are developing more her character in this season, I hope. And I saw Yaoyorozu. Those seem to be the ones who are getting more spotlight in this season. Because yes, Yaoyorozu, she is the one who has been least important of all the people I have mentioned. The only important part in which, of course, she was showing off her powers during the beginning of the sports festival, which hyped me for a better battle in the tournament. But after that, she was kind of depressed. Even the way she talked during her internship was kind of, well, underwhelming. Kind of, she's thinking so lowly of herself. But I'm going to speak about that later on. Again, with the opening, we saw the students being paired up. Several people were paired up with several people. I don't know exactly what does that mean. The only people who were alone were again Yaoyorozu, Bakugo. I didn't see anyone with him. I didn't saw Midoriya, and I didn't saw Todoroki. Perhaps they're going to be paired with them. But there is a third one who is alone. It was Jiro. I don't remember seeing Tenya either, so yeah, perhaps they're gonna be paired with them. I don't know which one with whom. But again, I think that's going to be an important role. Those three, again, those three are going to have a more important role than in the last season or in the last first half of the second season. Yeah, because they kind of stand out in the opening. I don't know in which way, but they are standing out. I hope this is going to be resolved in, well, the course of the second half. Yeah, the opening is fascinating within itself because it gives you more information, but it's still not so precise. That information is so precise that you kind of deduce everything that is going to happen during the entire anime. But it gives you information, or enough information for you to be wondering what is going on there. So yeah, I like the opening. But yeah, now going to the episode. The episode functioned more of a way of a training montage for Midorya. He met Gran Torino. He didn't think that highly of him for obvious reason, because at the beginning he was just, who are you? And this kind of silly voice for an old man. Said, who are you? And always confusing him and always telling him something else. And it reached the point in which Midoriya was going, okay, I'm gonna talk All Might because yeah, this guy just went down the toilet or something like that. But then a change happened. He started to checking the hero costume of Midoriya, and the change of voice in that moment, it became more serious voice, more well, a lot cooler voice, to be honest. I really enjoy that voice they gave to Gran Torino. Not the first one. The first one is way too silly. The second one, in the moment he checked the suit, it was a lot more cool. It was cooler. It was more serious voice. I love it. Yeah. And of course they start training. It's okay, you need to fire off the one for all. And I said, how the hell is going to resist? But he's not going to resist. He's going to avoid a hit from the one for all. And he was very, very, very fast. I cannot believe it. The way he moved all over the building or all over the freaking apartment, it was incredible. I love the speed of this guy. I don't know exactly his quirk. I didn't pause during the when they gave the explanation. But yeah, I think it was something to do with jets from the moment. Even in the second portion, I forgot to pause that, so sorry. But I think it was something to go with jet. I remember that little portion that I read. But yeah, the speed, man. And I love it. And I love the way that Midoriya tried to solve the situation. He tried to think ahead. He tried to analyze his enemy. He tried to see a pattern. And he saw a pattern. Unfortunately, again, he was too fast. Gran Torino was way too fast. And according to him, Midoriya is way too stiff, too slow. His movements are just kind of robotic movements. So yeah, he beat again Midoriya, and he made him think that you're using one for all in not a correct way. You are thinking way too much in All Might. You are not All Might. Ironically, the lesson that I kind of take out from Gran Torino is the same lesson that Midoriya gave to Todoroki. You are not the one who you inherit the power from. You are somebody else. You have to think with like a different perspective in this occasion. He didn't see that for himself, that Midoriya didn't see that for himself. But now that somebody else is pointing that out, he's trying to solve that mystery. Of course, there is a huge difference between Todoroki and Deku. Deku doesn't have that trauma. Todoroki has Seth trauma, thanks to his father. But anyway, we saw a little bit of the other heroes, of the other class 1A heroes, and the different agencies they went. Of course, we saw Ida, that the only motive he has for going to these agencies is to get revenge on Stain. Yeah, I kind of confirmed that by the way Ida is talking and the way Ida is moving. We saw, I think it was Tetsutetsu and Kirishima with a guy with 4 arms, very muscular. I don't know exactly the deal with that hero, but they were kind of funny at that moment. We saw Yayorosu and the other girl from one class, 1B. The one who hit the blonde guy. I don't remember her name, so please tell me the name in the comments. Yeah, we saw them, and they went to a hero that was doing commercials. and that's the other side of the hero glamour, let's say. And they were kind of disappointed because they weren't chosen because of their heroics. They were chosen because they were cute. And I think that's getting even worse for Yaoyorozu, because yeah, from that scene we kind of see that she's thinking very lowly of herself, and with this moment of the reason why she was chosen, it's a little bit more degrading for her. So yeah, poor Yaoyorozu in that moment. We saw Bakugo, of course, with the fourth best hero, Jin something. Best Genius, yes, Best Genius. I a little bit cheating because I have the name here. I paused it just in the right moment. Yeah. He chose Bakugo because he wanted to tame him. Because he said, oh, you are too ferocious. And yes, that is Bakugo. But I want to tame you. I want to do something else. Of course, with other words, but basically he said that he wants to tame Bakugo. I don't think Bakugo is very happy with his choice, but anyway. We saw Tsuyu-chan in, well, I saw a ship in the background and guys with kind of sailor suits. So I suppose it's going to be in the sea. We saw, of course, Mineta getting a lesson. I love how he's working. He tried to do something else with Mountain Lady because he was just a pervert, but he got a lesson. Yes, he's just doing house chores. I love that. So yeah, Mineta is not among my favorites, as you can see. Who else we saw? Jiro, of course, the Infant Jack lady. She's training with Dead Arms. I didn't see him in the spotlight for a long time, but he's training, and she's telling, oh, this is harder than school. But yeah, of course, the real life is harder than school, man. It's always the reality. Who else we saw? I don't recall anybody else, to be honest. Yeah, I don't recall anybody else. So yes, going back, we saw these internships, but we went back to Deku. He's still training. He's trying to think the way he should use the One for All. He went to training in an alley, trying to jump from building to building to reach the top. And he can use it, of course. He can use his legs to do said thing, but he cannot do it at 100% because yes, if he uses 100%, he's going to be able to go way, way up from those buildings, but he will break his legs for obvious reason because he still cannot control the 100%. So he doesn't know how to control the 100%. That's why he used a little lower percentage. But he is not able to do this quick movement because once he tried to put the energy, I'm sorry about that, once he tried to put the energy in his legs, he had to change it to his hands so he can cushion the impact. But he's not fast enough to do it in quick succession because he's still used to thinking and overthinking the movements and the place of the power. And of course, this is a slow process. And this is just a question of seconds, or even less than a second, for the speed of the One for All. So he's falling and falling and falling, and you can see that in the aftermath of in the morning, that he's just tired and he has bruises in the face because he just planted his face on the wall. So yeah, and Gran Torino is still well, not sure what the hell he did in the last night, and the microwave appeared. And I love the name of the company that delivered the goods. Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. That's a good notch. But yeah, I mentioned the microwave because it was important. I didn't see him turn, but I didn't think much about it. I said, okay, it's not turning. I don't know what's the deal there, but who cares? I only was paying attention to the monologue of Midorya. But it was important that it wasn't turning. He discovered, thanks to these fishes, which are sweets, are not fish in reality, that the heat was concentrated in just one part of these treats. Sorry. And thanks to that, it's not heat, or it's not well cooked, let's say. And is the same for him. Of course, not exactly or not literally, but if he just concentrate all the energy in one portion of his body, he is going to misuse said energy, because yes, he will not be able to control the amount in his arm or in his fingers, so they will break. But if he evenly share the power in all his body, he doesn't have to make the changes. He doesn't have to think, oh, I need to use, sorry again, I need to use my legs, so I'm going to put power in my legs. Oh no, I have to use my hands. I have to put power in my hands, and it's a lot of wasted time. But now he just spread the power throughout his body. He can control the amount of power in the whole body. The 5% in his whole body. So now he doesn't have to think, I have to change to fists, I have to change to legs. No, the power is there now. So now he can use it freely. He can use it to move about, to fight, to defend. Yeah, that is a brilliant strategy. And I love how the epiphany came from a plate of food. A frozen plate, well, a plate of frozen food. That's something I always admire about Deku, that he can think outside of well, everything. He can see from above. He can see from other perspectives. He can analyze the situation and come with the best solution. He just needs a little bit of a push into the right direction, and he can deduce the rest, because yes, he needs a push because he's still a teenager. He has he's 15 years old, so he needs that encouragement, he needs that guidance, which All Might wasn't giving him, because All Might, let's be honest, is not the best teacher there is. He's the best hero, yes, but not the best teacher. This episode went deeper into the training of Deku. Some more advancement that we have been seeing so far, because yes, Deku hasn't changed that much, at least in the department of control of his quirk, of his new quirk. But now we can see a huge leap in his training. And it's just the first or second day of the internship. Dude, what he can achieve in the whole week. Yeah, this is fascinating. And I discovered, of course, something else. That the 7 holder, yeah, because All Might is the 8. Yeah, the 7 holder of the One for All is dead. And we don't know exactly how that happened. And I bet that is something important that hopefully is going to be explained in the future, in the near future, please. Because, yeah, I want to know what is the deal there. But yeah, I think I spoke enough about this episode. It was an entertaining episode and a lighter episode than the last two. The last two were a lot more heavy than this one. So yeah, a lighter episode, but an important episode, because as I said before, we now reach a point in which we are seeing a leap in the training of Deku. So yes, I love it, I love it, I love it. The amount of information, the amount of character development, and even the amount of comedy was pretty neat. So yeah, the only thing I have to say is thank you guys for your attention, thank you for your views, thank you for your likes, for your comments, and for your subscription. So if you want to be subscribed, please do. If not, that is completely okay. I also need to mention that I have a Twitter, and the link is in the description below. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, again, please do if you want to do so. Yeah, the only I have to say, guys, is thank you so much for your attention, and, well, see you in the next video. Bye!